preach, and nobody would let me come and preach. And then I found out that a guy that I had went to like elementary school, like I haven't seen this dude in 20 years. I heard that he was a pastor
my best
now.
friend.
Yeah. So I get a hold of this dude, and I'm like, hey, I hear you're a pastor now. I was like, I'm also a preacher. I was wondering if you'd let me come preach at your church. He's like, you're a preacher? He's like, you travel and you preach? And I just said, I've preached at some places. What I meant was my living room, the bathroom.
Yeah.
But he didn't specify, so
That's
I
right. He
let it
didn't ask no
slide.
questions.
So I was like, yeah, I preached the place. He's like, yeah, you can come. So I went and I preached, and here's what's funny. That sermon, when I look back at it now, I preached a whole series in one. So it was like 2 hours long, man. Like I was so excited to preach this message that when I look back at it, matter of fact, the sermon I preached is the Reckless Love Revolution book. I
Did they
preached
stay?
that whole. They did stay.
Wow.
That's a
I
testament
preached
too.
that whole book in one message, and looking back at it now, it's so cringy. I'm like, Kelly, what were you doing, man? Like you lost them. I don't know how it kept going. So it was
Do
pretty
you
rough.
you mean to tell
I
me
bet you said
preached,
concluded a lot.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you mean to tell me you preached for 2 hours and nobody got up and said your 7-minute long TikTok was too long?
No, you're right. that blows my mind when people tell me that on TikTok. Your videos are too long. I'm like, you do know that I just took an hour-long message and made it 7 minutes for you, right?
That's right, just for you.
You know, I just cut out 53 minutes of this thing, and it's still too long. Like there ain't no pleasing you people.
No.
I think it's funny because a lot of your videos are the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm going, Kelly, can we move on? But I get it because he gets so many of the same comments.
I get,
especially the "Can I be this and still get into heaven?"
Do you know how
And I'm
I'm
going,
sick of talking about it?
You can. He already said it.
If I could stop doing those videos, I'd be so happy. But I can't, and I won't stop doing them because people keep wondering, they keep asking, and if I can keep showing them the freedom they have in
Yeah,
Jesus,
well, somebody
then I
might have
will.
missed that video.
Yeah,
you know?
please,
Right.
please understand. Yes, you can. If you gave your life to Christ, you can do whatever you want to and still get into heaven.
You're asking the wrong question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're
It's
not
asking the
can I,
wrong question.
It's why do I want to?
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Why?
right.
Why do I feel like I need this?
Yeah.
Right. And
So many people-
ask God.
Yeah, for
Ask
real.
God.
Just ask
Do you
him.
want me doing this?
He'll tell you right away. That's the problem. You don't
If
want
it-
to
That's
ask
right.
If
You don't
it
know.
agrees-
You know what
It's
he's gonna
like you
say.
said.
Look.
You're looking for validation.
Right.
You just want somebody like me, a quote TikTok preacher, to tell you, yes,
To
you
affirm you, huh?
That's right. You can smoke weed and go to heaven.
Yeah,
Yes.
the problem is everyone's just worried about getting into heaven. Nobody forgets that heaven's not going to be the same across the board for every person.
That's right.
You got to. They forget
Hold on.
too that
Say it again.
heaven,
Say that again.
Heaven
Yeah.
is not going to be the same across the board for every person,
What do you mean, Kelly?
right? So there are going to be some people that just get in the gate by the skin of their teeth.
Yep.
They made it. You got in.